Hello and welcome to a 22nd episode of This is Total War a Legendary Shogun 2 Let's Play. And here we have a pretty good battle, I would say. The first enemy army does have a good amount of units. Second army, not too many units, but a few interesting units, a few Yumi Shinobi, Naginata warrior monks, and professional Yari Ronin, as well as 2 enemy generals. But in this army they don't have too many archers, only 3, like 1 strong Daikyu archer, 2 generalist archers that are strong in melee and in range, and also 2 weak archers, basically. But I believe I will still charge out in this battle as I did in the last battle in this province. Anyway, let's just get right into the battle. Okay, here we are on the battle map. So, as I said earlier, my plan is actually to charge out. I will keep just 2 units inside this time. I will I think I will have these guys be in the front, and I'll have samurai retainers support them. Then I will send the rest of my Yarikumi behind, as they are not garrison units, so I don't want to lose too many of them. The general can actually charge in pretty quickly because I think they do not have any archers, and therefore I don't have to be too careful of the enemy. Let's actually set them into a group. This way we could use a few interesting formations, which I've never used in my life. But yeah, we don't want to do it. We just want to attack an enemy in the middle, and then they will all find their enemies, but we will still move them around a little bit. But let's just get into it, okay? Let's use Heroic Assault, let's just charge forward. Thinking is for those who need to think, right? Those who don't have to think, they don't have to think. So we just charge in, we don't think. Okay, let's use Rapid Advance here, Rapid Advance here. Let's charge into those guys. Let's charge into those guys. At enemy archers, like a little bit annoying. Anyway, let's use Banzai, come on. Let's charge in here. Let's have these guys charge in there. The enemy archers are a little bit annoying. I will try to get them soon. I believe we have taken out enemy cavalry already, so now we can move to the enemy archers. Oh, they actually have guns on horses right there, the Teppo Taisho. Okay. We'll try to take that one out soon. Let's not really use rally at this point, we don't need it. Okay, let's try to get the Teppo Taisho. This is the Yari Taisho. This is a general with a Yari. It's a very interesting generals. Come on, guys. They're actually losing a good number of men to General's Bodyguard. I believe that is the case because of the enemy guns, possibly, but also possibly because of their archers. Come on, let's charge. Let's use Inspire on these guys. Let's charge into their mounted gunmen. We were able to get a good charge. Perfect. We are suffering a few casualties with our Yari Kumi, even with our non-garrison units, but it is fine. Let's just use Inspire on our samurai retainers. Nice. Okay, the enemy general kinda decided to flee. I don't want him to survive because he can shoot us down. Perfect. Looking really good. Here we have a few enemy cavalry units still engaged. That is fine. Let's use War Cry now. That will decrease enemy morale and their stats as well. Another War Cry here. Our garrison units are suffering high casualties, which is perfect. That is perfect if they take the casualties and not the upper units. The enemy reinforcement army is not coming in, they are just chilling back in a position away from the battlefield. Let's charge with our Yari guys into their cavalry. I mean, no, I don't want to charge into their cavalry. I want to instead chase down the fleeing enemies. Move the units outside to chase down even more fleeing enemies. Okay, we are taking out units here. Let's charge the cavalry that is trying to charge us. We are absolutely destroying. Let's use rapid advance here. Charge in. These guys are only garrison units. Okay, it's fine. Okay, now we actually want to charge the enemy cavalry. We can take out those fleeing enemies with the other units that are moving into this position. Here we are taking out enemy archers. We can soon take out their general. And here we have an interesting spread out fight between enemy Kachi Samurai and our Yari Kumi garrison. Our infantry is doing very well against their infantry. Especially the samurai retainers are absolutely destroying. And enemy archers, they shouldn't have a chance at all. And the fact that we do have stand and fight does actually kinda incentivize you to use it, of course, and use the general more defensively, I guess, but our general is so strong, we just have to use them in the battle, and maybe in some rare situations stand and fight can be helpful, but right now we just want to use the general to fight. Perfect. Okay, now my plan is to take out the enemy cavalry here with our general, because our infantry will not be able to really chase them down effectively. And here these professional Yari run actually holding very well, as they have very high defensive stats. Let's just use Banzai Rapid Advance to increase the stats of our units there. I think I will actually firstly take out the Yari Ronin before I go for the cavalry, because I should just be able to quickly take out those guys, and after that I should easily be able to... Okay, now they have broken. Wow, these guys have also broken. Yeah, I didn't want to take any more casualties here, so that's why I wanted to charge with my general, but in the end it wasn't really needed. And here I can do something cool. I can set up my guns and shoot the fleeing enemies. Yeah, I will do that just for fun. Okay, our general is supposed to move out of the way now, so that he will not get hit. Guns in position, fire. Oh, they have already started firing. Okay, my bad. Oh, wow. Okay, everybody just got absolutely taken out. Okay, now we are actually still fighting this unit here. Okay, but soon we have taken them all down, taken them all out, and then we will attack this position here. But they only have actually now 2 units remaining, but pretty good units. Actually, they have 3 remaining. They have 1 archer unit, 1 ninja archer, basically shinobi archer. Oh yeah, here was actually another general. That was the general as well, right? Okay, now let's start setting up here. Okay, I don't want to set up like that. So yeah, remember from last episode that... Okay, I will just tell my guys to set up here. Because if I was to tell them to set up here, I would not be able to set up or to move through this water. So therefore I will just actually set my guys directly into a position here. Oh, we are actually being shot. Yeah. What is that? Is it my tower? No, this is this unit. Oh, interesting. Another Tepotachi coming out of nowhere. Let's charge. But I mean, my general will do the main work here. Pretty epic, but I don't think they are hitting too much. Yeah, they are quite inaccurate. But I do want them to waste their shots on my infantry, so that my general will be able to get in unscathed. I think they took out pretty much no one of my units. Nice. Now some yummy horse meat, as the enemy horses are being cut into pieces. Sorry for that, but yeah, I mean, attacking the enemy cavalry with 2 sword units, that just made me think of boss meat, I guess. Okay, so now we will move our samurai retainers up here as well. Very nice. Okay, and at this point, this is absolutely insane. I mean, I've really learned from this from the other battle where we did this sally out. This is so effective actually. For our strong general, just being also really strong, being able to charge in into the enemy generals and units with no fear. And also just our samurai retainers being very strong as well. With the banzai, which they get from the general at this point. Because I have got an attack in the skill tree of the general that enables the banzai for all of our units. So if these guys run with rapid advance, they won't take any fatigue with rapid advance activated. But we'll be right back once we are in position and ready to fight. Okay, the units are now in position. At this point... Oh no, damn it. Okay, they are going back to this formation that they had before. Interesting. So I will have to get them into the new formation. I will have to get them out of the group and make a new group, I believe. And now they have the new formation. Yeah. Okay, it's interesting how it works. Shogun 2. Now we'll advance, and I believe I can just kind of charge in with the general first. Okay, so we've almost reached the enemy. These units are now also moving forward, the other one as well. Now my plan is to just use the garrison units as a front line, especially the Kumi units. Oh, they might just flee. Okay, I think I might just have to just charge in. Let's go. Just charge in, guys. General, also charge in. Don't shoot. Yeah, because the heroic assault, he decided to just chill. And we actually have some ninja that are there. Now we can see them. Charge them. Come on, guys. Charge, charge, charge. I believe I can actually just take out the other units before the ninjas break. Maybe not. I have to charge the ninjas so they don't just run away. I want to take them all out. Come on. Take them all out. As many as we can. I mean, I believe Banzai possibly increases speed by a little bit. But I think it's just supposed to increase attack and charge bonus. Wow, these guys are really running quickly at this point. Because they have rapid advance activated, I believe. That is a little bit annoying. But yeah, I will just try to chase down these enemies, and we'll be right back on the campaign map. Okay, here we are back. So it was a heroic victory, very nice. And they have pretty much no one remaining, also very nice. At this point I feel like we're just farming heroic victories. Okay, interesting, they are sending a few supporting units right here. And will this force attack? Actually, this force decides to not attack yet. Interesting. And luckily the Metzger not tried to take out our shinobi. Now we could try to take out their Metzger. 47% chance. It's a risk. But I believe we should be able to do it. I trust in this ninja, come on. He can do it. Okay, let's again take out this guy here, that's just stupid. Hey, look at this guy. Oh. Rip to that guy. I mean, I think it's always funny when the guys just die. Trying to do their job, I guess. But they're not doing their job well, because they're supposed to see the enemies. They're supposed to find assassins and defend against them and not just die stupidly. Okay, I think this worked perfectly, yeah. Come on, drink your soup. Come on, drink it. Oh, did he not? Oh, here now. Oh, I think it's water actually. Okay, come on, drink it. Yummy, right? Funny how he dies, okay. I doubt that that is very accurate. I would be surprised. I mean, I don't really know, honestly, but I don't think you would do something like that when you are being taken out like that. I don't think so. Okay, let's get ninjutsu to increase our chances of staying alive. It's really helpful. We don't want this guy to just be taken out easily. Here we could increase sabotaging army chance. It's really good, actually. In some situations, can be absolutely decisive. But I think at this point I will just wait and see what I need, and then I can take it. And yeah, this army really strong, but it's actually deciding to wait here, which is interesting. Maybe they will now attack now that this army is not sabotaged anymore. Because I did sabotage it in the last episode, and therefore they had to make a choice. They could possibly have attacked this turn, or I guess they made a choice to wait until this army stopped being sabotaged. But maybe they also just waited for the Metzger and they are just not very smart, which I believe could definitely be the case. So now it's very interesting. Now we can also actually get a few Nodachi Samurai. The funny thing is, we can only get 2 Nodachi Samurai, which is honestly not very good job by the modder, I think, with the limits. I mean, just being able to get 2 Nodachi Samurai is like, that's pretty much nothing. But we can try to increase that by getting some buildings, but I don't think it would be worth to try that too much. We won't be really able to get a lot of these guys. Let's have a look. What do we want to get here? So we could get the Naginata Dojo. -1 to Spear Samurai recruitment times in this province. Increases Yari Samurai limit and Naginata Samurai limit. Or this here, +2 Yari Samurai and reduced cost of recruiting land units in this province. I think I will go for the reduced recruitment time. But at this point it's not necessary to get immediately. I'm still just training Katana Samurai, and I still can train a bunch of them, as it seems. Okay, now we have Metzger. This is really good, and seems like he might survive for a bit. We do want to get him into Miyagi, because that is the province that is the richest, so the increase of the tax rate will help us the most. So that is why I want to get the Metzger into Miyagi. Let's hope that he will survive, because the advantage our ninja has is that he is not seen, he is hidden for the enemies, unless he gets discovered. Because we took out the Metzger, the ninja should not easily be discovered, but maybe he will be discovered, because he is so close to the enemy general here. We'll see. But that is definitely very helpful with the ninja, he is not immediately discovered or not always seen. Okay, now I think I will actually upgrade the stronghold here into a fortress, that we can then get another urban agriculture, or the building that is before this, because I think we have already upgraded this once. And at some point we also want to get Cho Nindo, so that we can even upgrade our food production buildings even more to increase our growth from the global food supply. But yeah, other than that, honestly, I think not too much to do in this turn. Yeah, we can actually try to hunt down these units here, this army. I mean, they might also just attack me, but I think I can go for it. I can just easily take them out with low casualties. And so why not, if you can do it with a low risk? It makes sense to take the chances when they are good, so let's go for it. They have 1 guy left on this guy. They actually have a Teppo Taisho unit, so a general with guns. 34 men left. 2 Yari Ronin, 2 guns. That is actually a little bit dangerous. 1 Yumi Shinobi, okay. We will just rush them. Let's get right into it. Okay, here we are on the campaign map. I will actually take Rain, because that makes their gunpowder weapons slower to reload, and it does not enable fire arrows, so that is actually pretty good. Okay, so now let's quickly think where we want to attack. They might try to get into position here, or possibly here. I think I will firstly move here and try to just charge them from here. Maybe move from this position. I will see what I will do depending on what the enemy does. For now I will set up here. They're actually there, okay. What is my strategy? I will possibly try to catch the enemies off guard with my general. Because he is pretty fast with the heroic assault ability. Once he gets out of the tree line here. Yeah, now he's pretty fast. So we do have enemy Teppo Taisho, the general. Yari Taisho, imported. Imported Teppo Taisho. I kinda want to charge their imported Teppo Kumi. But I think taking out the general would also be nice, of course. I still have to be careful of the guns. My other units are not yet there. Okay, the general of theirs is shooting. Okay, yeah, we lost a decent amount, unfortunately. Maybe I should have just waited for the other guys to arrive. And the rest of my army, because now I took a few casualties. The thing is, I might not even be able to continue the charge here. Come on. I want to get into their guns. The enemy general is still firing, but I'm able to disrupt them. So it should be fine. Yeah, the enemy general is not as dangerous as a normal gunpowder unit because he does not have as many men. But he is able to fire while shooting and also fire while moving. Also able to reload while moving. So maybe I'm just doing this, doing a little bit of a unnecessary strategy. Yeah, I think it would have been actually a little bit smarter to wait for the rest of my army. Because what is a little bit of a problem is that the enemy AI does get very big bonuses for their reload rate. As we can see, the general is able to shoot very quickly. Luckily, the angle is not good for him. In Shogun 2, the gunpowder or all ranged cavalry units are not able to shoot in a 360-degree angle, so they can only shoot to units that are in front of them. Therefore, they are unable to shoot at my general, but now they're actually able to get a few more shots off. But as long as our general does have more than 50% of his men left, he cannot die. That is the golden rule of Shogun 2. So okay, we broke a few units. Let's try to run down the units that we have broken. We actually lost a good amount of our general's bodyguard, so yeah, I think next time we play it a little bit differently. In this way it's a little bit faster as well for me, so it's nice to just charge in without really setting up everything. It's just very simple and easy. I mean, yeah, I could have likely done it better job in this battle, but this way I didn't have to do too much, so it was very chill for me. Hey, the enemy general's bodyguard trying to flee. Can I even stop them? I think I should still be able to get them. Get the general's bodyguard. Come on, let's try to charge. Yeah, I think we are getting the bonus of charging at the moment. Come on, come on. Yeah, I might just at this point do a cut and then we'll be right back on the campaign map. Okay, what is really interesting is that the enemy still has the Yumi Shinobi unit here left. So I still have to take out this unit. I will just send one Yari Ashigaru unit, Yari Kumi unit, to charge them in melee. Don't really know how good their melee stats are. I wouldn't be surprised if they had pretty good melee stats. Or at least decent melee stats. Nah, they are already losing so many men. No, okay, they do not have very good melee stats, but they took out a few of our men, so yeah, they have decent melee stats, but more on the bad side. The weak side, we also don't have don't have a high number of men, so that's also what makes it easy. But okay, We have a bunch of enemies surviving. Okay. We might just have another battle then. Okay, we got our decisive victories, so that's not too bad. We still have a few remaining, right? Okay, for some reason. It seems like they all got destroyed. Maybe I got that general without realizing it, so he did not survive. Okay, then I will just retreat again for now. But of course, at some point we will also go into the offensive. Here we could also get a few interesting things. If we need any resources, we can just upgrade our market to the market materials or the market trade, and then we would actually get a bunch of resources that we need. But I believe at the moment we're not really needing any resources. We cannot trade anyway, so those resources would not help us. But generally, it is very cool and nice that you can do this in this mod and you can get the access to the resources that you need. Okay. Yeah, I believe now I'm just going to end this turn. I might just send 2 units here into this province. So that it is defended a little bit better if the enemy decides to go for it. But other than that, we are fine now. However, soon, I think I can finally send a force to start conquering the north, the east. But for now, I will just end the turn. Oh no, an enemy Metzger. Enemy Metzger. And yeah, he's going to try and take out my Metzger. Oh no. Okay, I think he survived actually. My Metzger survived. Seriously? Oh no. Are you serious? They are going to attack me again? The Uesugi are going to attack me again in the same province? It has not worked in like the last 2 battles. It did not work. It won't work again. And again, I've had so many battles, I believe, in this campaign against Uesugi, defending against them in this fortress, so it's a little bit funny. I'm just able to defend against them easily with this one fortress. Oh no, oh no. Oh, maybe, come on. I have plus 10% chance of surviving, yes. Against enemy agents. Okay. And now we finally have this battle right here. That I expected to have already possibly in the beginning of this episode. But yeah, okay, they have a bunch of archers, actually strong Kenji Samurai. And more archers, strong archers, also melee good. And they have then just a bunch of weak units. But they are, I mean, they have decent melee stats. But they, at this point, they can't really compare with my units. Especially with the, considering that I get buffs with my clan. That increase the melee stats. So yeah, I believe it should be a pretty interesting and nice battle. I will just try to sally out and take them out outside, I believe. But let's have a look at the castle as well. Let's go. Okay, here we are. Let's have a look at the map. So it is, yeah, this map, it is quite interesting. But yeah, it's not optimal. We are not able to deploy any units outside. Let's get our general out of the ground. Let's get his head out of the ground. And let's just try to charge them outside. But the problem is they might attack from every side. So I believe I just have to kind of get my units into the middle of the fortress and then just run outside and just moving depending on how the enemies have set up. That is the plan. But I can actually get all of my melee units outside of the top of the castle. I don't want them to be here. Only the guns and possibly the archers. Let's get the insane Kenji Samurai outside. Let's compare their stats. They have 23 attack, 15 defense. These guys have 20 attack, 23 defense. They actually have a little bit more defense, less attack. They have same morale, but these guys have 32 charge bonus. These guys only have 17 charge bonus, 9 armor. These guys have 22 armor, so that is really insane how much armor they have. With all of the extra armor we've got also. Okay, We still have a few units inside. Let's get them all outside. I mean, my general, I also want to get him outside, so let's get him outside out of the highest layer. So we have a few enemy units here, a bunch of strong units right here, but even not. They have pretty much split up the units very well. Okay, I have an interesting idea. Think I will start by charging outside here. I don't really want to split up my units if I don't have to. So I think I might just move these guys and bait the enemy to hopefully come outside of the castle. Actually move these guys out of the top because they will be easy prey for enemy fire from there. Let's use Rapid Advance to quickly get outside. They will suffer, unfortunately, a few casualties against the fire arrows and generally the arrow fire. But what can you do? Okay, let's charge the samurai there. Charge these archers. Oh, these archers, a few of the enemy units are climbing up. We'll just fight them with Ashigaru units because the enemies shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, okay.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
Use Inspire. Perfect. Okay, it's looking good overall, I believe. But the arrow fire is actually a little bit of a problem, to be honest. Are we able to really do anything against it? We need our general to get out of there. Come on, general. Here it's looking fine, they're just climbing up. We have to be a little bit careful. They decide to try and climb up here. We have to be careful. We have to defend our capture point. Let's use Hold Firm to increase the melee defense of our units. Yeah, we are indeed suffering high casualties with our strong samurai units, but that cannot be avoided, unfortunately, because they are under heavy fire and they are also fighting strong units. But I believe mainly the enemy arrow fire is causing casualties. Okay, let's use Inspire again on the Kenji Samurai here. Charge. Our general is not too strong, but he should still be able to take out the weak enemy archers in melee. Now, okay, this is working very well. Okay, we actually have enemy archers firing at us here. That is really tough. Okay, we want our garrison units to take the fire. Let's now move our garrison units. At this point, I think I will try to also move a few units into that position. Try to get the guns up there. Might just have to climb with the guns, because they're enemy units now. Okay, here we are taking control of the situation, I guess you could say. Interesting is this, the enemy mounted units decide to unmount themselves. And we are kind of being stopped here, not good. Okay, we also have to commit units from this side. Let's try to climb up our guns, right? Or maybe I can pull them through here. Nah, it's looking not possible. We will have to climb up. Archers can also climb up. We are being charged in the back by these units. That is not good, but it's okay that we are only losing garrison units here. Okay, let's use rapid volley here. It's a very chaotic battle. We'll lose, unfortunately, a bunch of units, especially against enemy samurai units here. How many men does he have? 26. Okay, once he has 23, he can die. We have to be a little bit careful. We have to try and move him out of there. Okay, nice. Now we can charge these guys into the back. We should use these samurai more efficiently. Let's start getting a few more samurai maybe out of there actually. Support the other battle. Okay, we have actually gotten better position here. Let's move the guns. For what? They are not yet all climbed up. Okay, we'll have to do it in the classical way, I guess. Oh my god, our general can actually die at this point. Okay, let's try to retreat him. Is it possible? Come on. Yeah, general. I don't want him to die, it would be very bad. One guns. Up there. Okay, our enemies here are beaten pretty much, it's perfect. Here we are holding on, but suffering casualties, unfortunately. Come on guys, let's move here. We just don't want the non-garrison units to suffer too much, so these guys for example, we don't really want them to fight there, these guys as well, we can replace them. If we have any non-garrison units, garrison units left, that would be good. Nah, it seems like all the garrison units are fighting here. Can move units into that position to try and take out their units here. I will just have to accept a few losses here, honestly, we'll just not be able to win this battle otherwise. I mean, yeah. I mean, at this point it's not looking too tough overall, I would say. Like, we are holding, of course, but we are just going to suffer a bunch of casualties. That is unfortunately the case. And the enemy is actually trying to snipe my general. That is not very kind. Try to move our general into a more safe position. Oh, the enemy archers just unleashing fire arrows. Wow. Our unit's just burning. Okay, let's try to retreat him again. Just soak up a few archer volleys. And let's try to not lose too many men. Okay, now the guns are here, the battle has changed. Now we can easily take out their strong samurai units. Unfortunately, our general is just too weak in this battle to use them a lot. Okay, we have won the fight here. Could try to go into guard mode of our units, but I also don't believe it is all too important. Charging everything into this unit might be a little bit unnecessary, but we should be able to break it quickly. Yeah, they are losing men very quickly. Hopefully they will break soon so that we can push through. Here we are holding. Losing a bunch of units, unfortunately. And the other units would just get shot if we were to get them into the battle. Actually, we have a unit routing now. Damn it. That is not what I wanted at all. Okay, we broke this unit. Let's charge into the next one.
The men are fatigued, my lord, and some must rest.
Okay. Yeah, but it is unfortunate that this unit broke. That will mean that it will get destroyed. Yep, we'll lose one unit. Another unit, possibly? Yeah, okay, I have to actually support them. Yeah, I think I should just support more, even though it will make more units possibly get shot, but I just have to support so that the units will not break and will hold as well, because I of course have to just hold the position here to have my guns be able to fire. Let's also move the guns into a better position. Fire arrows coming in. Yeah, we lost one unit now. Yet we are finally supporting this unit. I think I should have just done that earlier. We'll keep that in mind. Holding back too many units is not really worth it. You do want to have a good amount of units in the fight. Here this is not very good by me because we just have a big blob. So I should try to get rid of the blob, move a few units. Even though they are not very fast here. Yeah, and also seems like they can't really get up there too much, so it's also a little bit of a problem. Okay, maybe we can break this unit now. Guys actually now have rapid advance. So I might just try to chase down a few fleeing enemies. Yeah, it's a little bit dangerous not watch here. I should check that my general is safe, but he is safe. At this point it seems like there's no enemy that will go after him. It's important. And now we have these guys flanking here, but I actually want them to chase down fleeing enemies. I don't like having my non-garrison units fight here in a position where we have guns shooting that will cause friendly fire on our strong units here. Let's try to now quickly retreat this unit that has lost so many men. This is actually a garrison unit, so I don't care about it. Okay, we took out this unit here pretty much. They still have a few more men left. Maybe a few more I want to take out. We actually now have enemy general, the enemy general here engaging. That is tough. General is very strong. Okay, we'll charge the dismounted cavalry here. Very brutal battle, a lot of casualties, not very good. Yeah, I just had to keep my general in the back, so I was unable to also use any abilities, because I just cannot lose him here. Wouldn't be worth it. I will instead take more casualties with the other units instead, losing my general. These samurai here are doing very well, but I want to try and get another charge with them, so let's move them back. Now let's charge. Let's move these guys. Let's try to charge into the archers. Now a fire arrows coming in. Yeah, one can definitely see that the archers are really the main danger. Let's inspire on the Kenshin Samurai to increase the attack. Now we're going to fight Yadikumi there. These guys should absolutely cut through the enemies here. They are just Yumikumi. We will take out the general here. Okay, nice. I mean, you have to honestly also say that the enemy army was very strong. That is definitely the case. They had a bunch of strong samurai units. But still, in the end, I suffered more casualties than I wanted to, and I even lost units. That is really the part that is unnecessary, I believe. I mean, losing Ashigaru units, though, that don't have any upgrades, at some point I want to replace them anyway, so it's not the worst thing, but at the moment I can't afford to replace them because I'm building samurai and I cannot recruit Ashigaru at the same time. At some point I will do that. Okay, we should take out that general's bodyguard there. Yeah, our guns are very helpful, shooting the strong enemy units. We have enemies running. Okay, nice. And the Kenshi Samurai didn't get too many kills in this battle, but they will have their time to shine at some point.
The men are fatigued, my lord, and some must rest.
And what is good is also that we are leveling up this general by fighting with him here. That is important. We need to have this general on a higher level. Let's have the guns stop firing so that we can avoid more friendly fire. Okay, the enemy tower there is actually still firing. Let's retreat these units here. Where do we still have enemies? So we have this unit. I believe that is the only one. Let's charge them. But let's get our non-garrison units out of there. Even fire arrows coming in, that is brutal. Damn, enemy archers are really strong in Shogun 2. Your own archers are decent, but enemy archers in Shogun 2 are always, they get so many buffs, while the melee units from the enemies seemingly don't really get buffs. Or possibly the enemy melee units can easily be beaten through flanking them and through Yari Wall in the base game. But on this mod we don't have Yari Walls, so we have to rely on our strategies. For example, our strong generals, our abilities, and also strong units like the Kenshi Samurai. Okay, we'll be right back on the campaign map. Okay, so yeah, Pyrrhic Victory, or also Costly Victory as it is called on the battle map. We did lose actually one unit, and okay, it unfortunately does not show if the unit had increased armor and attack. I believe it had, but maybe I'm wrong also. I will see that once at least I will see what other units had improved attack and armor once I close. So yeah, high casualties on our side, but in the end only 190 remaining. We did win, and we only lost one unit in the end, so it's still pretty good overall. But we definitely noticed that our general is also weaker than our general, having less men and just being weaker in general. So we have to be more careful, as long as he is not leveled up. Okay, so now we can enter battle and see what happens. Actually, both armies destroyed, that will save us some time, but it will not allow us to get more experience for a general. What's interesting is I believe possibly that I do believe that possibly our general does actually get more experience from being or from doing a costly victory. Possibly he gets more experience from a costly victory than from a decisive victory. I'm not sure, but we'll have a look at the experience of the general in a second. I just got minus 10% assassination chance for this guy. This is really strong. Let's get plus 10% critical chance of actions, because at this point I feel like I can try to use this guy to apprehend a few enemies. Let's take it out. Oh my god, no. Okay. That's okay. But I do kind of want to try and maybe take out a few of the enemies now if I can. Okay, actually an enemy Metzger tried to take out this Shinobi. He was unsuccessful. That is good. But yeah, there's still a big danger for the Shinobi here. I think I should actually kind of retreat him, but maybe I will also just start assassinating all of the enemy Metzger. So this guy has plus 4% chance of detecting. This guy has minus 5% to the agent's cost. And is there another guy? Here, hidden. Okay, he tried to hide, I found him. Plus 3 when overseeing armies and 7% to movement range. For this army, for the army this agent is embedded into. So, nothing too scary. I think I will just try my luck on this. They will just... My bad, I guess, because I skipped the intro. Now it did not work. Damn it, even though the chance is very high. Okay, that is a little bit tough. I will just have to hope this guy survives. If not, then it is what it is. Okay, so I do believe our general leveled up. Oh no, apparently not. My bad. I'm not sure what experience he had before. So unfortunately I can't find out if the costly victory gives more experience or not. Okay, but okay, we just had a bunch of enemy actions. Our castle here is under siege. That is quite interesting. Wow, so many enemy agents here also. Okay, here we can also get land clearance going. Let's get that going. And what will we do here? We do have a good army here. But what I want to quickly test is... Yeah, okay, I had a bunch of units with upgraded armor and attack. So possibly the Ashigaru unit did also have that we lost. What does the enemy army consist of? So they have Yari Samurai, which are decent, but nothing too scary. And then a bunch of Ashigaru, or Yarikumi, archers, and bows here. So we should just be able to actually attack them. Okay, I've actually made the decision that we will fight this battle in the next episode. What I will do is that I will send this general to attack here and to try and take out the enemy army. And yeah, this battle we'll do in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time.